Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to my channel. This is your girl, Mami. So true. Oh my gosh, so good to see you here today. I'm happy that you've clicked on this video. I don't know how it got to you, but it's meant for you. If you're new to my channel, I am a thriver of narcissistic abuse. So whatever pain you're feeling, I fully understand. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe. If today's video resonates with you, give me a thumbs up and leave a comment, share your story, or just let me know that you're thriving along with me. Oh man, this is probably going to be one of my deepest, hardest videos to get out. To come on camera and to fully be myself, to fully be me, to fully be transparent, to fully be vulnerable in this very moment. I'm more than willing to do it because just like so many who are surviving and who have survived a narcissist, narcissistic family members and parents, the narcissist that raised you, the narcissist you went to church with, the one that preached to you, the one that taught you the word, the narcissist that you went to school with, the narcissist that you're sleeping with or that you've slept with, all of them, what they've done to your core. They have brutalized and damaged you to your core by causing you to feel unworthy, causing you to question and doubt who you are, causing you to be blind and stuck in life so you can't get to who you are and where you're supposed to be. So many end up lost, forgetting who they are or never knowing who they are because of a narcissist sucking and draining and pulling from their life. The spirit of a narcissist is so foul and wicked, especially to an empath. It just does not make sense because you're nothing like it. And the devil is a liar because they want you to become like them. Narcissistic abuse affects people mentally and make them feel crazy, and they act narcissistic and carry on these tendencies because this is the intent, to make you something that you're not, to make you hateful and spiteful, miserable and unhappy like they are. These are true miserable beings. And they want you to be like that. And you were born with a light. So here they come to destroy and to block it. No, you're not perfect. But you know how to unconditionally love people. And as empathetic as you are, that's how painful your life has been. As much as you've given pieces and parts of yourself, the only result and the only reward that you've received as a victim of narcissistic abuse is you're still not good enough. No matter how many degrees, no matter how much you achieve in your life, it just seems like the message that they're giving you, that parent, that spouse, your own children, is that you're just not good enough as a human being. You're not worthy of them. Wow. Let that sink in for a moment. For those who really struggle with self-doubt, self-blame, that unworthy feeling, this is real for survivors of narcissistic abuse. Because everything you've ever known was criticism. All you've been taught and how you've been programmed boils down to criticism. And you have now learned to believe that everything about you is wrong. Every little thing you do is wrong. And it's not true. But as a survivor, this is your ultimate fight. This is your everyday battle. The feeling of not being good enough. These people embed this ungodly spirit inside of you that makes you question who you are, that makes you doubt who you are, that makes you feel like you have to be a certain way, you have to do certain things to be validated and noticed. And that is not true. I have been recovering from this for years. It took me years to be this person that you all are seeing. I used to criticize myself so badly that I could not enjoy my life. It wasn't until about 26 years old that I looked in the mirror for the first time and felt true love for myself and felt, hey, I have been criticizing every little thing about me because of how someone else expects to see me, because of how someone else wants to see me. And because I care so much and I love so much and I'm so empathetic, that I have neglected me to please them. And that has been normal for me my whole life. I've taken that into every relationship. So then the beatdown of self-betrayal is real as a survivor. I can attest to that. Because you conform yourself to be what others want to see or what others want. This is why I am now so comfortable in my skin. As I am on my healing journey, I am learning the beauty of my own imperfections. I am learning how to stop criticizing me. Oh my God. I am learning that it is okay to be and look and feel how I want to feel. The freedom of living for me is so powerful. Because as I've done that, being so balanced, because I am balanced as a spiritual being, I am balanced psychologically. So being so balanced, as I've learned to truly love and accept myself, to know that it is okay to like certain things. It is okay for me to want to express myself in how I walk, how I dress. I am not ashamed of my tattoos. I am not ashamed of the skin that I am in. I am not ashamed of how I like to wear my hair. I am not ashamed of my nails. I am unapologetically me. To every extent, on every level. And honestly, that is why a lot of narcissistic people and a lot of narcissists cannot stand me. Narcissists used to love me when I dressed like a nun. Narcissists used to love me when I was very sheltered and hidden away and very introverted and very tense and very scared and scary and scared of myself, very fearful of myself. They loved me when I did not speak up, when I was not me. Me is someone who likes to speak up because my intuition fights for justice. That's just who I am. I'm a protagonist. I love to fight for what's right. I love to follow the feeling of what's right. I love to follow love. I am a lover of love. And I'm a rare breed. I am passionate about life. I am a liver of life. I love to live. I love to live. I like bright colors. I love, traveling and going on beaches and sitting in the sun and letting my skin breathe. I love loud lipstick. I love how I have the power and the option to look however I want to look. I wake up one day and I may want to wear makeup. I wake up the next day, I may not want to wear makeup. I am free to be me. This is so big for me because as a true survivor of narcissistic abuse, to finally take my power, to finally understand how brutal and damaging criticizing myself has been a game changer for me. To finally understand what self-esteem and confidence has been a game changer for me. To finally understand that self-love has nothing to do with looks. It has nothing to do with how curvy you are, how sexually attractive you are. None of that. And to understand that God is not looking at me based on my physical. That is so powerful. The feeling of not being good enough and not being worthy makes you shun away from God. Narcissistic abuse will make you deny God, run away from God, because you feel like God is an abuser. You feel like God is pointing fingers at you. God is judging you. God is telling you that you will never be good enough until you become this perfect, weird person. This person who is so afraid of life, afraid of the world that we live in, who is so sheltered and scared. This person who dissects the Bible based on their own fears. You believe in demons, but you don't believe in standing against them. You believe in shutting away, running away, hiding away. So afraid of the world that you can't even live. You're crippled. So stuck in judgment that you throwing scriptures at people for a living. Some people are on YouTube just watching videos, just Bible shaming folk based on how they look, how they coming. Not realizing that the very God that you're claiming you serve is also letting you know why you were created in this form. Just as much as it is ungodly for the narcissist to be a narcissist, torturing you, tormenting you, ripping you apart and leaving you to feel empty. That feeling is also ungodly. The feeling of not being good enough. The thoughts that drive people to wanting to commit suicide and end their life because of narcissistic abuse. There's nothing godly about that. To feel like you're not accepted because you've chosen to love these snakes. You've chosen to love them because you were blind to them. To have to beat yourself up for loving is insanity. We cannot thrive in sadness. We cannot thrive in emptiness. We cannot thrive in brokenness. And so many are broken because they believe they are unworthy. They believe they're not good enough. They don't think they will ever be. This is the biggest lie of the devil. The devil is the narcissist. The biggest lie He's here to tell you is that you have to be a certain way. You have to look a certain way. You have to be validated. Someone else has to approve of who you are. You have to go and get all these degrees and work all these jobs. You have to have this perfect life, this perfect credit. The feeling of not being good enough. The feeling of feeling like time has been stolen from you, because it has. As a survivor, a lot of time has been stolen from you. This has been the work of the enemy. Stealing time from you has left you to feel like you've wasted your life, which leads you to feel empty, which leads you to feel broken, which leaves you to feel unworthy. This is all part of what Satan wants. For us to be bound in our feelings, for us to be stuck in feeling low, for us to be stuck in feeling like we need these narcissists because they validate us, or they're the only ones who've ever made us feel loved. And what they show us as love is not love. That's another lie. It's not love. How can you possibly love me when you cannot validate the simple things about me? How can you possibly love me when all you do is breadcrumb me? Give enough just to keep me around because you know my loyalty. The programming is serious for a survivor. The in-depth programming of you're not good enough. You'll never be good enough. A lot of you have dealt with a narcissist who looked you in your face and have told you your value, have mocked you for your mistakes, have laughed at you for your downfalls, have pointed fingers and made fun of you for being sick, although they are the result of your sickness. They're the root, of your sickness. It's painful to know that this has been done to you. But it's powerful to know that it's been done to you because they wanted to lie to you. They want to keep you in this lie for the rest of your life. You have a lot of light. The fact that you even chose to love this type of a person, to me, shows what a beautiful soul you are. We live in a world where there's so many labels. They label you codependent. They label you, oh my gosh, I don't know. There's just so much. There's so many things that describe this person that you are. And what you really are is just a godly soul. You're really just somebody who just love easily because that's who you are. That's what God is. God is love. You represent that. If you believe in Jesus, look at how they treated Jesus. Jesus was love. And they tortured, they spit on him. They slashed him. They diced him. They criticized him. Jesus probably wanted to kill himself before they killed him. Oh man, to be a survivor is real. Those words are real. To have survived the battle of kill yourself every day is real. Only a survivor of narcissistic abuse understands that. The torment and the demons that you fight because of the demons that you've loved is real. But I'm sharing this today to help somebody, to let somebody know you're not alone. Don't give up on yourself. And just know that this is a part of being a survivor, and it's going to get better. Keep going to God. Keep seeking the face of God. Keep learning God. Keep building the relationship with God. Keep building that. Keep on going back to that. Keep embracing that. Because if anything else you've learned, if there's any other lesson that comes out of narcissistic abuse, if there's any lesson, it's the lesson of you need to spiritually grow and tighten up. If you want to heal from trauma bonds, if you want to disconnect from spiritual welfare, if you want to kill that out of your life, because spiritual welfare is not something you need to be enduring every day for the rest of your life. It's not normal. The point of healing and thriving is to get out of that. The only way out of that is God. The kind of pain that you've endured, only God can take it away. This is the ultimate lesson for every survivor. Run to God, go to God, seek God's face, seek God's approval. You want to know if you're not good enough? Let God point you in the right direction. Let him lead you. God is the one who's going to vindicate and validate you. God is the one who's going to let you know if what you're doing is right or wrong. He'll talk to you. He'll give you messages. The being that you are, God is definitely very accessible. And the more you're doubting yourself, that means the less God you have there with you. So I encourage you to increase that area of your life. If you're dealing with self-doubt, self-neglect, if you're dealing with self-hatred from narcissistic abuse, it's time to change your narrative. It's time to reshift how you're choosing to heal. It's time to change how you're seeing yourself. It's time to stop doubting yourself. It's time to stop hating yourself. You don't have to be perfect to be loved. You don't have to be what somebody else wants you to be loved. You're already loved. The universe loves the heck out of you. The universe just wants you to love the heck out of you. This is the secret that the devil, the narcissist, is holding from us, does not want us to ever know that our happiness and our power, our strength is within us. The very us that we're hating and doubting. It's all here. Let it out, embrace it. Embrace you, love you. Love you. Survivors need to know that they're very validated to feel however they feel because of what they've endured. The anger, the sadness, the frustration. Like I said, vocabulary. Some of us really believe, oh, we're depressed and we have this and we have anxiety and we have this and we have that. No, what we have is pain. We have pain. Depression is another way of saying you're drained. You're tired. You don't have it inside of you anymore. You just can't do it. You're just tired. You're waking up and you just cannot muster up the strength or the energy to do it today, to do it this week, to do it this month. Because you've really been abused. As a survivor, that word is not light for you. You have been victimized on a spiritual level, on an emotional level, a psychological level. You've been mentally tormented. Your brain is so damaged. That's why those negative thoughts hit so hard. These are all works of the devil. These are all works of the enemy. This is why no contact is encouraged. This is why cutting them off is encouraged. Because it is life or death. They will drive you to your death. If you don't accept that you don't need to criticize yourself anymore. If you don't accept that their criticisms of you are all lies, you don't need to accept these lies anymore. Accept yourself so you can accept God. As a survivor, I'm telling you, God is all we need. God is our healer. The only way we can heal is through God. I learned this years ago, and I'm learning it more and more and more now. I've become so sensitive to what I'm talking about because it's becoming so much more of my reality. To love and understand myself, to love and understand God, like for real. To not be gaslighted by religion. So many survivors are so heavily manipulated and gaslighted by religion that you can't even heal. Your prayers are going nowhere because you're not getting it still. You still trying to so-called help other people, but you can't even help them because you still have not gotten it. This is deep, and only those who get it, get it. I'm going to leave it right here. Thank you all for watching. Those of you who watched, thank you for watching. This is Mami So True. I appreciate you being here. Until next time, beautiful people, don't forget, if you want to book an interview with me to join Mami So True show, make sure to check out the information below. The calendar is down there. Book an interview and let's save the world together. Let's share your story. Remember, you don't have to make yourself known. It's completely anonymous. All right? Thank you so much, beautiful people. Until next time, stay blessed.